Howdy YouTube, sorry for not making a video in a long time, just not a lot to shoot. But today, we're going to be working on one of the issues this car has. Probably not the best priority rise, but you know, whatever. And that is the sound system. That speaker's, you know, blown out, any sort of bass, so pretty much blown that out, and the ones back there I can't even hear, so. And then the head unit, you know, you hit a bump and the little screen here brightens and dims out by itself, and you know, it's a 80s head unit. It's just not very powerful. So I'm going to hopefully take care of that. I got some new Alpine speakers, all four of them, and I'm going to use an old head unit on my truck, which I did keep, and it looks like it will just fit in there. No kit for it though, so it's going to have to be a little bit custom, but they do have a wiring harness adapter, and I got some miscellaneous pieces, so hopefully it can all work together. Now the trick is right now is they gotta get this whole thing out of here, which it's going to be maybe a little bit of a challenge, but it shouldn't hopefully be too bad. You know, I just gotta get that out of the way. I think these two screws are what they were saying. Of course, they look like they just go into there, so whatever. And there's got a screw here, and you got some two here. At least I think that's the two connected to there, yeah. This whole thing should be able to come out, and I have to get the radio out that way, because I see like no possible way to get that out. Just like sticking pins in there, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Door speakers, got some screws on the bottom, you can probably see the little holes. Gotta get those screws out, and a screw in there, and you got some little joints in there. There's supposed to be a nut on these, but this is a newer style one, so I think that just somehow comes off, or it's with the door. That door doesn't have it. Now the back is a totally different story. This one just got 4 screws. At least that's what it looks like. If not, I might just have to take off the whole panel, which will probably be a really big panel, but, you know, whatever. Maybe in the future I'll get some bass in here, maybe. I could sneak the amplifiers, you know, somewhere under here, you know, for a good, clean looking install. I'll keep the spare tire, of course, you know, that's kind of important to have. And, you know, who knows, maybe I'll figure out something clever on the way, you know, like, there's not a lot of space there, obviously, but the whole area's got a lot of space. You never know. Come up with something like there, but you never know. It's gonna cost a lot of money. And I gotta do something with my headliner, too. First things first, so I gotta disconnect the battery. But I'll show you my speakers. With noise. Nothing too special. Yeah. That's what I got. Right size and everything, so. And you know, this is a part of my head unit. Yeah. So it should be a fun install. So, I'll get started on that and update you all along the way. Alright, just a quick update for those who probably have an Eagle and might want to switch out the radio, you know, which might be few, but those few would probably definitely be here, because I don't think there's anywhere else. How's that? Call 1-800, whatever. Anyway, got the screw there, you got your 2 screws in here, which I think one of these just loosen up the ashtray, but whatever. You have these 2 screws here. I found that if you just unhook the little straps for the glove box and get it out of the way enough, you can get it out of the way. Otherwise, you can just take the whole, you know, glove box door off just to make it easy for you. Otherwise, you're going to have a little bit of a pain in the butt to get it, and as you can see, it's pretty well loose, but there is 2 more screws. You can see them now. They're a little hidden up there. Once you get those 2, it looks like this thing would just come right out then, so yeah, just a quick update for you then. Alright, now with just a little bit of wiggling, it'll come out. Excuse me. This piece is a little bit kind of like wedged up under here, so you gotta kind of like wiggle it out, but once it comes out, you know, it's out. I'm gonna see if I can try and get away without unhooking any electrical connections, just so, you know, I don't have to try to remember or picture everything to get all back together. With the screws, though, I did try to keep them well organized. Got a little piece of ashtray thing that was on the top that came off, but yeah. So, yeah, this is a good time to maybe like clean up a little bit behind here, because you see it's got like years of like gunk. Car's 30 years old about, so you can expect shit like that. And what's that? This car did have a little history of mice, as you can see, before I owned it, but it was mothballed, so yeah. That's the only thing I saw, though. Alright, so hopefully I can just get away with that laying there in the radio. Looks like it's just ready to just come out anyway. Looks like we got a little bracket there. Looks like a little clip. You can see it there. Yeah. I wonder if I can reuse this little bracket. That would be great if I could just throw my radio in there, because it looks like it's going to be the right size with everything. So if I could do that, that'd be awesome. Make this install so much more easier. Anyway, I'll get that radio out, because it looks like I'm going to need both hands. So just another quick update for you. Yeah, just another quick update. That's just a little slide-in clip, so this thing can just literally pull out, but yeah, it's kind of caught up in here, so I'll have to figure that out. But you can see a little screw just sitting there, so yeah, definitely someone has been in here before. I mean, it's right there, basically. This little switch for the fog lights. You can see the wiring. Yeah, someone did that before I owned the car, back in its history, so they definitely didn't get all back together right. I mean, there's a couple other things that you can see. So, oh well. I'll just try to snake this through here. Yeah, not sure where that went. Looks like the same one that came out of these two holes, though, so yeah. Yeah, I should be able to just, yeah, like that. That's probably where these screws come from. Right there. Alright guys, my camera got full memory there for a second, so I had to figure out how to wipe that out. But anyway, I mentioned the two screws here, and a random screw I found that was put into here for whatever reason, and brought my radio stuff out, and we're going to see how this is all going to connect together. Hopefully, I could just use this tray right here and slide down to my radio, and holy crap, that'd be that. Yeah, but first I gotta disconnect this, so hopefully I didn't miss too much. It comes out quite a ways. And, yeah, I get that all settled in. I mean, goddamn, look at the rod on that. Eesh. Yeah. Got plenty of room, though, obviously. So I'll get that taken care of. Kind of rest that on my pile of stuff. Well, guys, I got the radio out, as you can see. Here's my old one. Got the little connector bracket head on there. You can see where that's sat. AMC logo, made in Japan, serial number. Yeah, you can't, it won't focus, but yeah, old 80s radio. Might keep it, you know, never know. It still technically works. But on my new radio, look at that. This little original bracket piece connects right on there for the most part, except that corner. You can see there's a little bit of a space, but this side it goes right in. That's the original screw and everything. So this thing might be just, this is just barely a direct bolt in. How cool is that? I don't think you can get any cooler than that. So what I'm going to try and do is see if I got like a little longer screw that's basically the same size as this little thing, because you can see that's a little too short. This camera's just not focusing worth shit. But so far this is turning out to be nothing but great news. Great news. Sweet. Just awesome. One thing I do have a major concern about, though, is that... yeah, that's my fusible link. It's 5. Thing is, I'm not sure if that will be enough for this radio. So, yeah. 5 amps. Not sure what my new one takes. So I'll have to look that up real fast, see if I should, because, you know, fusible links are important. I'd hate to have the car burn down to the ground because, you know, yeah, that would suck. So anyway, so far this is looking like it's going to be a pretty good install. So I'll get back with you later. Alright guys, about that fusible link that came off the old radio, I just remembered that this one's got a little fuse built into it right there. It's not going to focus, I can guarantee you that. But the fusible link's right there. So I hopefully don't have to worry about that. I mean, it's already got a fusible link, but if you are installing a radio in your car and your radio doesn't have a fusible link built in like this, and you see a fusible link in the harness like that, you must include that fuse in your wiring. Because if you don't, and there's a electrical short, you know, your car is going to turn into a Ford and burn down everything. So that is extremely important to do, you know. I mean, you can screw everything else up, you got to get that right, though, because it will be catastrophic if you don't. So, that's all cleared up. I just got to find an extra screw, get that side plugged in, and this thing will literally just, like, drop in. I don't see any other way why not. I mean, it's got that in there. The only other concern I think I have is ground, but I see this screw here. I don't think that's metal. Maybe not, I don't know. I just got to find like a metal panel to screw my ground into, which I think I might see something over there, but I'll get that figured out. And yeah, it looks like it'll just pretty much go right in there, and then I can finally finish this up. But I think I'm gonna try solder the wiring harness together. I'm not good at it, but I'll try. It was said that this wouldn't fit my car because there's no kit for it to fit into my car. Well, at least that's what the Crutchfield people said. I proved them wrong quite a lot. The factory radio mount fits. This will be like a factory install, basically. It's going to fit that well. The only thing I had to do was just find a little screw to fit in that hole and chop it down, because a supplied screw is just too short, but it fits. That is so good. Alright guys, after many fucking hours of toying around with it, they give you way too much wiring. That's the main issue, the wiring. Ashtray got in the way, I just got frustrated, ripped that out. I don't smoke anyway, so that's no big deal. I'll just cobble that in. I don't use the fucking thing ever. But it's in! It is in, it fits nice. It's just a pain in the ass to finally get it to fit in there. It's a little crooked still, but I'm not too concerned with that. But, you know. Wow, that head unit really brings the speaker back to life. These things were, like, barely fucking working with the other one. I was pretty sure they're blown. I mean, they still sound horrible like shit, but damn. And it's raining, so I can't really get on the doors now. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish cobbling the rest of this stuff together, and yeah, get the extra screws settled in. Oh my god. I was about losing my mind. It was so hot in here. I got my iPod wire. Just gotta figure out how to coil that up and hide it behind there. But yeah, there it is. It fits nice. One of the problems I found early is that the bracket that you use on the stock one, you gotta make sure it's far enough back, but not too far forward. And I had too far forward at first, and I was getting frustrated as hell. Like, thinking, what the hell? This thing is technically shorter than my old one, yet it won't go far in enough to get hooked up in there. And I finally got that figured out. But the wiring is the main part. You get so much extra wiring. In fact, if you are going to do this, I might actually suggest you cut some of the stock, or not the stock, but the supplied wiring a lot shorter than what they give you, because it's just going to continually get in your way. Otherwise, it's in there pretty solid. I mean, it's a little tight on this side. You can see it's kind of shifted. But it looks nice in there. And I'm relieved. Now I just gotta get these speakers. You don't even really need an extra little faceplate thing. I mean, maybe I can like fix something up on there just to hide the chrome if I wanted to. But I like it like that. Alright. So, I'm going to check the weather, see if it'll stop raining sometime soon, and hopefully I can get started on the rest of this. I'm going to re-unhook the battery cable because I really didn't tighten it down, and, my gosh! It's so hot outside, guys. Nothing like a good old cup of lemonade to fix, but damn. But I'm glad that's over with. I'll probably never take that apart again. That was such a big old pain in the butt. It's like, whatever. But it's done now, and that's what it looks like. So, maybe the speaker part, I think I'll just throw into a separate video, so, you know, get that all together. So, thanks for watching this little video. As long as it's like a DIN size, like as you see, it should be able to fit in these cars, in my experience. Even if they don't say they fit, like Crutchfield, where I get my audio supply, said that this head unit will not fit this car. And I asked them on an online chat, and they say it's because they don't supply hardware to make it work. Well, the only hardware you actually need is the stock factory head unit's little mounting thing. I even ordered a little bendable bracket things just in case it got really bad and I had to really cobble up something together. But as you can see, it fits in. It's not easy at the end, but taking apart, you know, that's easy. And getting this to slide in there, if you get the wires out of the way, is easy. I had to like take the wiring loop and like tuck it up over here and some of it on top in order to get it to slide in there far enough. But now it's in there. It works good. Yeah. So anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, now door panels. You got 3 screws here, here, and here. These 2, and those 2. And then they say there's some clips, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, that's 1 screw gone already, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. Hope. I missed 2 right there, in there, so keep in mind of those. Otherwise, you know, everything. Don't see any more. Alright. And then behind that panel, 2 more. Now there's one of those door pins. You can see how they sit in right there. They sort of slide into the door panel. Yeah, if you can kind of see it. And they punch in there. Once you get the old screws out, you know, you can see this. And I try to keep them organized as best I can. And on here, as you can see, there was no way to remove it from the outside. But if you sneak your camera, see that screw? I think that's the screw I need to take. So I'm going to go grab that one, and hopefully that will be it. Well, I know someone else has been in here. It's kind of interesting when you take your cars apart, see what's all hidden. But I guess I'll just kind of peel away at all the levels of duct tape here. Yeah, that thing's pretty trashed up looking. Alright. There is the objective. I guess I'll just... That's pretty bad shape. Oh well. Alright, I got some screws, little hex heads, and our 2 speaker wires, so let's get at it. I'm running short on video, guys, so this will probably just be this part, and then I'll get the speakers in their back probably another day even. So the door frame's off. The speaker came in a little panel. This is my new speaker, obviously. Yeah, you're gonna need this panel, but panel will sit in there, you know, like about so. And you got a couple screws. You're going to take the whole panel out, and you're going to pull the speaker off your old panel. Here's my old one. And you're going to install your new speaker onto this panel. Pretty straightforward stuff. And, of course, your wiring, you know, which I'll have a look at real fast and get that done. I'm losing daylight, and I only got like 2 minutes of memory left, so you just basically reverse everything you've done at this point. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, you got like a simple clip here, and you're going to obviously hack these wires off and get some new ones in, and that'll be that. So I gotta hurry up, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so the rest of it, pretty straightforward. There's my new speaker. The only thing I'm concerned about is just if that door panel will clear that. I think it will. There's your money shot. Nice. Alrighty guys, time to finish up this installation with the final last two speakers, which are these ones in the very rear, way back here. Now you really can't hear those from the front seat, but I figured might as well get the whole thing, you know. So, besides, you get the second two half price, so it was a good sale. These ones look like they will be pretty easy. I mean, we got the grill guard right there, and 4 screws easily visible. It shouldn't be anything like the doors where you have to take everything off and in order to get in them. So yeah, we'll get to those real fast, and that should complete the whole setup. And I did take a drive to pick up my little brother and his friend, and it did sound pretty good with those speakers. Definitely do not have a lot of bass to them, but honestly, if you look at these are not very big. Here, I need to grab a flashlight for you guys. Yeah, sorry for the little light. This damn bulb. Oh, well, never mind. That works. Figured I was just burned out. That's a lot better. But, yeah. These are not very big speakers. You can't expect a lot of bass, obviously. But I did tune up for a little bit more bass for it, and it handles it pretty well. I did also try, you know, seeing how much they can handle, and with a lot of bass, these things, you know, start, I think the term is clipping out, you know, where they kind of start distorting. So, definitely not very bass heavy speakers, but pretty good on the treble at least. So, for me, it will definitely work. I mean, I went from having like only the passenger door speaker up there, and it was cutting out, to just having full sound. Although when I did put the new head unit in, the driver's door started working again, so it was probably all in the head unit, but still, 30-year-old speakers aren't going to be very good anyway, so definitely worth the money. And they fit in right in too, so that's always good. So, anyway, 4 screws. Looks like that one's already been out before. The odd one out. Even those ones look all original, so someone's probably been back here too. There's definitely signs of this car being taken apart before. Like that door panel looks like it's never been opened before. That one, the little cardboard backing is all ripped up. You can see where someone signed off or the door was rebuilt. So yeah, this car was definitely taken apart before, in some ways, before even the owner before me had it. So it's always kind of fun, you know, getting into a car and discovering its history. Unfortunately, with this car, I think it was a bad history because, I mean, you're seeing like mismatched screws and broken trim. And, you know, last time we had this car going under, replacing the transmission out, the 2 top transmission bolts are still missing. There was only 2 transmission bolts on the transmission, and they were loose. In fact, I think there was one up here too right now. Here's one we tried to get fit in. But yeah, there was only 2 bolts holding the transmission on the engine, and they were loose, bent. So that was cool. And we couldn't figure out how those bolts would have slid out, so someone probably had the engine out before and forgot some bolts. I know it's probably not good to be driving around. Well, I know it's not be good to drive around with 2 missing bolts still, but at least we got more than half of them in. Anyway, that's off topic. Let's get to this. So there's the cover off. Yeah, it's just a basic cover. Blah. There's some foam there, and there's your speaker, basically. There is one little problem. Those screws, they don't really screw into any actual paneling. They will fall down as soon as you got the screws down in there. Those, you can't really see it in the light. Yeah. You know these little washer things that your screws screw into to secure it down? Yeah, all those fell out, so... Luckily there is some space here, but I think the rest of them are down inside the fender now, so there's like no way I'm going to start taking apart the car to fish those out. So that is rather unfortunate, and I could not get the grill out without actually kind of yanking on it a little bit, so they're definitely gone. I got 2 of them at least. I think what you want to do is maybe fish up a piece of paper to hopefully catch them. Otherwise, yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe I can recycle somehow the speaker, because the speaker uses those to clamp it down to itself too. And there's like, I mean, I don't think there's anything below this. I think that's that. I guess you look underneath. Basically, the gas tank's there. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much the floor there, so I don't know what else to do for those other than declare them as gone. Gone forever. I mean, here, let me get my light in there. Who knows? I'll take the speaker out and see if I can find them. And you're going to need a little wrench to get those little hex screws out of there. Otherwise, it's pretty much straightforward still. Just a little hang up there. This could have been an easy job if they, like, you know, centered the speaker with the hole, but they didn't, and I can't get at that nut really without, like, ripping this apart. So, yeah, that means we gotta undo this whole fucking panel. Just to get at the speaker. Alright. I only got one thing out, so only a couple more to go, hopefully. I only need to get it out just enough to get it out of the way, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Well, what was supposed to be hopefully a straightforward, easy job just turned into a major pain in the butt, more so than anything else radio related I've done. To get this speaker out, apparently this whole thing has to come out, and that's where I'm stuck because I've taken out all the screws and brackets here, and I've got this part loose, but there's something holding up here, and I think there's just some sort of hidden clips or something, and I can't find anything about it. Part of me wants to tug the shit out of it, but part of me says I'll just probably break something. And the sad thing is I need to get this out of the way or cut it out in order to get the screws out to get the thing out so I can get the speaker out, put my new speaker in, wire it in. That's just fun. I don't know what else I'm going to do here. I'm going to try to get my flashlight up here. Maybe there's some clips right there because this is like a little metal band thing or something. I've already gotten the clips on here and screws and all that. I just don't know what the hell. Well, I don't know what could be holding this on. I mean, it looks like it might want to come out. I don't know. So, I'll just kind of dink around with it, I guess. I might just have to just leave it, and at this rate, I'm willing to just shell out all my money just to have a shop do it for me, because I'm just about tired of this. This is ridiculous. Figured, hey, I'll get the grill off, and hopefully everything will be there, and I can sneak her on out. Nope. Oh well. Well, it's been about 30 seconds. I figured, okay, I'm either going to be here all night or just give up. So I didn't want to give up. So I just grabbed my screwdriver, popped it in there, and sure enough, look, it's a freaking clip. Alright, so I will continue prying the crap out of that, and yeah. I don't know where the other one's at. You can't really freaking see down there, so. Lord me. Yeah. Sounds like it's up here more. Yeah. When in doubt, just pry the shit out of it, I guess. Figure that must. Yeah, there's a second one right up there. God dang it. Here I am. Read that out to remove, like, all this other stuff. Just get at the speaker. Well, I do have to remove a lot, actually. There's still more yet. Hey, there it goes. Oh my god. There's my objective. Well, I can finally get started on this then. Get you updated later on. Hopefully I can get this all back together. Yeah, this will be all fun. Just for a speaker. Alright, 5 minutes left of video. Quick update. Only 2 screws hold the actual panel that holds the speaker in. The other just kind of sits in that little pocket down on the fender. Yeah, it just kind of rests on the fender. Get my light here. Yeah, you see the little spot. That's where the speaker just lays, and it's just screws in right there. So, yay, I'm finally at the speaker after all that. It's pretty dirty in here. Oh, there's my outer body. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. Alright, so there's a new speaker, and it's going to be a new location. Here's the old one. Doesn't look in bad shape, you know, but it's old, and there is some little. Yeah. It's old, what can you expect, you know? Probably wasn't really working well like that. But anyway, you know, I just cut the frickin' wiring harness, you know, it's not gonna work with that speaker. Alright. Keep all the parts there, but anyway, there's a side-by-side for you. Yay. Alright, with my memory quickly running out, there's my new speaker in there, so. Yeah, that's pretty much how they would fit in the factory. I mean, you could try to slide it over. Obviously, they elongated these holes, if you can kind of see that. So you could slide it over. Problem is, it doesn't actually connect to anything over there, so it kind of relies on the fender, so I just went with that, so whatever. You won't really be able to tell once that grill's into place, so. Yeah, that's that. Now I just gotta get the pins here. Get those back into play and get that piece back in there, and that'll be really fun. I can guarantee you that. And get this thing back together. It's getting really late, about 3 o'clock in the morning late. So, yeah. And then repeat on the other side, and then I'll finally be done with this. Oh my god. Alright guys, a little note. I skipped putting these back in. They are clips that basically sit in this metal rail and they clip to the body side. In order to get those in, you need to basically pull the fender away so you have room to push these in. Thing is though, these fenders gotta be behind this thing, so you're basically screwed. The only way I could see you could possibly do that is remove the entire fender, get this slipped in there with these into place, and then push the whole fender inwards like that. Obviously, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, or so, maybe, I don't know, I haven't checked the time, but it's probably, I'll check it right now. I've been doing the audio on this car since basically 2 o'clock, yeah. Well, it won't focus, but it says 3:30. It's held into place too anyway. I mean, it's got 2 screws and pressure of the fender holding it on. It's not going anywhere, so I'm not going to be concerned with that. Speakers in though. I'm going to finish up getting this all buttoned up. Get started on the other side. Hopefully that'll go much faster, and that will be it for this installation. I'll test it out off camera because I want to try to avoid copyright. I gave you a little sample up there, but I might have to remove that in the future if it gets copyright strikes. All you have to know is it works well. So I'll probably just end the video here now. I don't see any other possible thing I can quick show you guys. So yeah, enjoy your new screws. Install that on your freaking handlebars on your bicycle, whatever. And enjoy your new sound system. This is just get finished up, and then someday I'll put in some bass speakers. Thanks for watching, guys. One last little quick thing for you guys. This speaker grill, you gotta remember, it's not going to connect up there without these on the other side of that, and the only way you can really get those is with the panel off, and I just got it back on. So that's cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to really get that back off. I'll try it. Yeah, that sucks. So try to remember to get these grills on before you finish that up, because these things aren't the last thing, apparently. Nice. But hey, whatever. And with about 20 seconds left, don't be an idiot and do this. This is supposed to be on the other side of this panel. If you do mess it up, there's a screw right there. This is already pretty loose as is without these screws here. That's all the time I have for. Thanks for watching. Final little video. This is one whole panel, unlike that side, which is just a separate panel. So you have no choice but to take this whole thing out, and you got to basically get this all out of here. Yeah, so that's going to be a long one, but it's the only way. So that's really all I have time for now. Thanks for watching, guys.